Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to go over how to do a 3-card tarot spread. So I'm going to do this a little bit differently than other videos you might have seen, or if you've read in books, how to do a 3-card spread. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but then I'm going to demonstrate it for you because I find one of the problems that I had when I first started learning tarot is that even though I had the spread and like what it was telling me to do, like from books or like reading about it, or I watch a video about it, I didn't really know exactly how the spread actually works, like what a reading would look like. So first I'm going to tell you how the spread works, how to do a 3-card spread. I'm going to tell you like the most popular one and the one that ones that are good for beginners. So this spread is great if you're a beginner or if you want to do like a short mini reading, and I'll get more into that later. And then after that, I'm going to actually read for you so that you get a flavor and an idea of what a 3-card reading what actually looks like and feels like, what the experience is. So at the end, I'm going to do a pick a card reading with the 3-card reading that I teach you. And I'm going to actually read for you and demonstrate it for you. Super pumped. So if you're new to my channel, you don't know me, my name is Valentine Lister, and on this channel I teach tarot just like this. I also do a weekly reading, astrology and tarot reading, because I am a professional astrologer. Besides being a tarot card reader, I also have my own business where I do readings for people live, one-on-one right now. And if you want to know more about me, like my background, who I am, you can go to my website, valentinelister.com. So anyway, let's get into this 3-card reading. So basically, when you start bringing in more than one card for a reading, the basic thing that you need to know is that you are telling a story. So you're going to pick 3 cards. Like I have these 3 cards here and they have pictures on them, right? We know how to read. We have an idea of how to read them. Maybe we learn the meanings of the cards. But when we actually do a reading, we're going to look at these cards and we're going to say, what is the story that I'm picking up on? Like if I went into a room and I saw like a picture of what was happening, what would I say is happening? What would I be picking up on? Like, what's the energy in the room, right? If I look at this picture, I'm walking into a room, into this scene. What is the energy? What am I hearing? What am I experiencing? And I'm going to relay that to the person in a story-like manner. And now this ties in the 3-card reading. The most popular way to do a 3-card reading is to do past, present, and future, or it could be coming from this side. I can't tell from the thing, past, present, future. And that actually is a foundation for most of the spreads and most of the readings. So this is a very foundational spread, because in any story, you need to have some background on what's happening. So, right, the past. You need to know like kind of what's going on now, what's the action, what's happening in the story right now, the plot, and like, yeah, the action, whatever. So that would be your present card. And then most people want to peek to the end of the story. That's why they're getting a tarot card reading, or that's why you're doing one for yourself. They're going to want to know what happens at the end of the story, or what's ahead of them that they need to know. And that would be our future card. So most of the time with 3 cards readings, you're going to do past, present, and future. And even if you're not doing that, it's usually a variation on that, because those are the most important components of a story. So people can do variations on this. You can do mind, body, and spirit, which actually ends up being very past, present, future, because the mind is usually thinking about what's happens, the body's in the present, spirit's in the future. But like if you did a variation like mind, body, and spirit, like that would be more of like a wellness check, like what's going on with this person, what do they need to know for their wellness, for them to feel better, that thing. And you can also there's all different variations on a 3-card reading. And I mean, honestly, that's something that you can Google or go on, I don't go on Pinterest. A lot of people go on Pinterest. or different websites. I go on Reddit. Reddit actually has some good tarot forums. But you find three card spreads. Sometimes it's like, like situation, obstacle, advice, like things like that. And I'll also link down below some books that I recommend that have like, other spreads in them. But I'm telling you that basically you're going to want to know past, present, future. And if you throw in an extra card, like in a 4-card reading, usually you're getting advice, right? People want to know, okay, well, what do I do with this information? Or, like you might want to know other factors in the situation. And that's when we start putting in more cards and you have a bigger spread, which I'll do a bigger spread in the future. Okay, and so one of the things I also wanted to throw in here was that, like, why would you do a 3-card reading? Like, how would work out if you were a tarot card reader? So 3-card readings are really good for a shorter reading, but it's longer than like the 1-card reading where you would just give somebody like a taste of a reading. This would be a longer reading, a legit reading, and it would most likely, the 3-card reading lasts about 15 minutes or so. Could be longer. But this is like, we would use a 3-card reading when you're doing like a mini reading. So a lot of tarot card readers, like, my local metaphysical shop, psychic shop, they have like on the weekends, they do mini readings for people and they charge like a lesser amount. It's 15 minutes. And it gives you a shorter reading and it's more affordable for people. And then a lot of times, like, people will have a mini reading and go, oh, I really connect with this reader and like I want to go on a deeper dive, and they'll sign, they might purchase like a longer reading in the future, or maybe even see that person regularly. So this is a good way to that, like, if if you're starting a business, you want to read for people and they're not sure if they want to make that bigger investment for a full reading, because it can be expensive for people. You can do a reading that's more affordable for people, that's shorter, and then you actually get to read for them, and then they get to see like, okay, did I really connect with this reader or not? But it has people feel a little more comfortable working with you because they're making like a smaller investment. And then a lot of times your regular clients will actually go, oh, they're really good, and make that bigger investment towards you in the future. So I did a video, one of my first videos on tarot was how to read your cards right away. So this video is not that video. If you actually want to know how to read the cards, like the logistics of, you look at a card, how do you pick up information? I have a video on that would be really helpful for you if that's what you're wondering about. So I will link that up here, and I'll put it in the description box below. I've also done a series on learning all of the card meanings, like what they mean. Now you can actually read the cards without knowing what they mean. That's why I did the Read Your Cards Right Away video. But if you've been following the videos, the meanings of the cards. And now this is where I'm going to tie it in all together. And I'm actually just going to read for you, and you can pick up your skills there. And like follow along with me. And so I'm just going to get into it. I'm going to turn the camera around and so how this is going to work is you're going to see a pile of cards and you're going to pick one. And I recommend just picking one like for you so that I can read for you and your energy. This will be super fun, exciting. It'll be an experience. And then if you want to get an idea of like variations, like you want to see other piles, like how I would read for other people, you can do that after. But I definitely recommend pick your own pile. Let me read for you, giving a message for you before you like wander off into other piles. Okay, now we get to the fun part, which is the pick a card part of this video. So I'm going to read for you. It's going to be super fun. So you're going to look at the cards and you're going to look at, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you're going to look, you're going to pick a pile. Don't overthink it, just pick. Like, intuition works quick, all right? Like a flash in the pan. So other people might recommend for pick a card type readings that you spend time meditating. I really don't. My intuition doesn't work like that. Like, I find the less you think about it, the better. And so Once you've picked your pile, you're going to go down into the description box below, and I have timestamps there for pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. Again, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, this is pile 4. Once you've picked your pile, again, click on the timestamp, and if you need more time to pick, just pause the video. Okay, pile 1, I'm super excited to read for you guys. All right, so for the past, we have the Eight of Swords reversed. For the present, we have the Two of Swords upright. And then for the future, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Now, the way I read this, like sometimes I'll just start with the past, present, future, but a lot of times I do just speak about what is jumping out to me or like the overall energy. So there's no like necessarily rhyme or reason the way that I read and the way most readers read. You just like pick up on what you're getting as far as like the order or like what you would do first. But at least I know like this is the past, this is the present, and that's the future. So I have some type of reference for you of what's going on. And I'm definitely picking up some difficulty, possibly related to a new start in your life and trying to move forward and trying to hold back the emotions of being able to move forward. And I'm seeing that because I'm looking at like we have this new moon, which represents new start, and it's like this woman in, I'm actually going to try not to point because it gets like the camera keeps refocusing, but we have this woman like, you know, like in the Two of Swords, she's like blocking like this huge amount of water in the background, like all of these emotions. And trying to learn from past mistakes. I'm definitely picking up that, like trying to learn from past mistakes, and not getting so wrapped up in like what's behind you, not wanting to look back in the past, but really trying to make a change and a start to move forward. I feel like it does give me the sense that there's a relationship that caused you difficulty in the past. And that's definitely what I'm picking up from like this past card. I'm getting the, like that in the past that that you may have faced a lot of restrictions around this relationship. I even getting like it could be a family member too, and you would know who this is, that you're moving past from, that really held you back and didn't wasn't in sync with you as far as your values and beliefs. Like they weren't able to like connect with you. I'm seeing this like in the past, that like there's this huge wall of like swords around you. And there was like a part of you that really wanted to break free, really be immersed in the things that you love. But it seems like either this person from this relationship or these people around you were like restricting you as far as like your ideas of like what you believed. I'm getting the sense that you have like more of a flowy nature, right? Like that you like believe in a lot of different things and you love to have different experiences and connect with people and be more open. But there was something about your environment that was super restricting to you, where you felt like you couldn't voice and couldn't speak to who you were. And I actually am getting like a huge like family vibe. And so maybe there's a connection between like this relationship and family, because we have like this castle in the background, and also people fronting as far as like that they know better or they have more wisdom, or like you should just listen to what they're telling you about your life and what you should be doing. And you're like, no, I'm moving past that. And I feel like you're starting to make steps to move past like those people that don't have your back, aren't supporting you, don't have the same mentality as you. I feel like you're taking a step forward, but there's still hesitation as far as your confidence. And that's what I'm seeing for the future for you. Like you have this Queen of Wands reversed, and I feel like in the future, there are going to be moments where you like, it's like you're trying to move forward and gain confidence, but there is this sense of wavering with that. Like maybe the people in my life who have told me like what I should be doing, and I'm thinking even like this is like as far as career, I'm definitely getting a sense of career because we have the Queen of Wands. And she generally represents like entrepreneurship or believing in yourself or like building an empire or something. So whatever you're thinking as far as like your personal, like building your empire, right? Like, not that that's necessarily, you know, your vision, but you do have a vision for the future where you want to use your gifts and possibly using your intuitive gifts, which would make sense, right? We're in a reading, but I mean, it could be other things like I think you just want to expand beyond your horizon and maybe even expand as far as your love life and, you know, who you're connecting to. I feel like there's like these unlimited possibilities that you can sense and you can feel, and you want to take more risks in your life, but there's a part of you that's afraid of that. That's afraid of moving forward. And I do see in the future that there will be a struggle here, and some inner work, right? And so I said struggle because a lot of times we say inner work. And for a lot of people, that gives them, you know, like you get so optimistic, right? And it's a really, that inner work and working through things is an amazing thing, right? On the other side of that, um, is like wholeness, healing, happiness, right? But in that struggle, right, or in that inner work, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be inner turmoil because you're going to have to reconnect to that inner childlike spirit that you have and that innocence that you have, like when you were a child, when you were young, when you know you believed in possibilities before people like stamped you down and like trampled on your dreams. And I really am getting like a family vibe in this, and possibly like a relationship like connected to that. So maybe like someone you're in a relationship, even their family is like, come on, like be realistic, like get a, you know, a secure job, have a better idea of the way that you're going to make money with doing something, like a job that's more traditional, like maybe even like the law, because we're having like the Libra energy, or maybe in business or like, um, finance, you know, not, I mean, could be those things. I'm more so, I'm thinking like, people are like traditional. So even just get a job, like even if you've got a job at a store or something, or just a business, and you know, just had more realistic goals. And you're like, I, I don't want that. I want something that's more free flowing, that's more true to me, where I can express myself and express my individuality and my dreams, and maybe something more provocative and more dealing with your shadow. So maybe even, you know, you're thinking of, I mean, which would make perfect sense, but thinking of helping people in some way and or doing something more creative. You know, I'm definitely seeing that for pile ones. And in the future, I just see I see a difficult um struggle with that. And I do see people giving you like resistance to what you want to do in the future. And what I think is that, like, when you have people that are really like strong-willed, that are telling you, like, hey, or giving you problems, every time you put yourself out there, you get like resistance, or you get people arguing with you, or being nasty, or giving you this negative energy, that is going to strengthen you. Because I definitely see like people coming along and giving you problems, like a strong, like female, feminine figure. Um, People who tend to be like domineering or pushy to get their way. And I definitely see like that person in your life, or those people in your life, being there to help you get stronger. And so don't mistake that as like you should accept like how they're treating you. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is that it allows you to realize like this person does not have my best interest at heart. They're not serving me. And it's okay to tell them to go screw, to screw off, leave me alone, you know, in a very confident and secure way. And it's also going to allow you to get to know yourself better, your inner strength better, that inner source of love. So learning to love yourself even more, and completely, so that you don't even allow these types of people in your life. I think there's a part of you that thinks, oh, well, maybe they're right. And maybe they do have my best interest at heart. And maybe maybe they are right. Maybe I should do something secure. Maybe I'm not like doing the right thing. I think there's this like wavering in your confidence. And, after dealing with these people after a while, you're going to be like, you know what? Like, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do what I believe is right. And because there's going to be a point where you get sick of it, like where you get sick of being treated that way by people, and you're going to be able to stand up for yourself and say with a clear and strong voice that this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do, and it's my life, and I'm going to live it the way that I want. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile one. Um, and hang in there. You have the strength, you have the love within you. You're going to rock it. So if you liked this reading and you want to see me do more videos like this, and you want me to do like a certain type of card reading, please leave a comment below. Also, remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see more videos like these. And if you found it helpful, make sure to share it out. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. All right, so pile two, super excited to read for you. So let's see what we have. So for the past, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. For the present, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And then for the future, we have the Page of Wands. So just real quick, like the way that I read. So you could, if you're a beginner reader, start from past and then go to the present, go to the future. The way that I read is usually like what's like sticking out to me. If I get stuck, like, honestly, I'll start with like, I'll just start in order, start with the past. But usually I start with like whatever jumps out at me, or if I'm seeing like an overall theme where the cards are connected, then I'll go to that first. I really just like read for like whatever like jumps out at me first and go from there. And so reading for you, hope you could see these cards. Okay, guys. So I'm definitely seeing for you some kind of difficulty in the past with finances and your work. And I feel like in the past you've been like working on or learning new skills that you can use, in your work and in your and that would support you financially. So maybe I really see this as like going to school or learning a craft or a skill that you really feel passionate about. I'm really seeing a lot of passion here. When I'm looking at this Eight of Pentacles here, and I'm seeing this real joyful focus, like, it's something where you're not like in the past. Yeah. Like you're building up your skills. Like you haven't actually like, necessarily implemented them, although you could be doing like an internship or some type of work like related to what you want to do. But there is the sense of like you're learning some type of wisdom, in like a structured way. So I'm definitely seeing school in the past and learning some type of skill. And I'm definitely getting this real like joyful energy, like you've started to get involved in something, or you learned something that that you really enjoy doing, and you just enjoy like the work of doing it. And so now in the present, I am seeing some I am seeing some setbacks, possibly as far as finances, or maybe a time of review um where actually, I think maybe right now there's a time where this is a time where you're thinking about like what you really love, what you want to do before you move forward. And so, like, let me see what I'm picking up as far as like there's a person here. Yeah, I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles reversed here, and I'm thinking like I'm getting the sense that now, um, like you're trying to work, possibly, or applying for jobs, and like you're waiting to hear back from people and you're not necessarily like hearing back from them. Yeah. Or that you want to like make connections with people that are good in business that would be able to help you, and you're trying to network and collaborate with people, possibly, or make connections and like figure out like how to get things going. And there's some type of delay or hesitation, or like this thing of like people not getting back to you. So I'm just getting the sense more that there just isn't really solid footing in what you're doing right now, or in like the skill that you've learned. Like I think you're looking for jobs, or maybe you're applying for jobs and haven't heard back from people. Or again, you're trying to like make connections with people, hear back. You want people to have a heart and like get back to you and help you to move forward financially. And maybe this is even the past for some of my pile too, is just like even applying for things to help you out financially and then waiting to hear back. But then people saying like, sorry, it's going to take a long time, or it's going to take more time than I really thought and anticipated. And you're waiting on that. You're kind of like waiting on people to have your breakthrough. But I am seeing definitely like this feeling of optimism moving forward. And I definitely see people helping you um, really in the future. So I'm seeing like the Page of Wands, like in your future. Yeah, and I definitely see like in the future you being connected to people um that will help you get where you need to go. And I actually see this as you like moving forward and like moving forward with your passions and really having like a lot of like passion for that and confidence and creativity. And yeah, like I'm definitely seeing like I feel like this part of it, right? The past and the present, it's like this feeling of like, okay, I have these dreams, I want to move forward, I want to go for it. And then in the future, I'm just seeing you go for it and just having a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of energy, a lot of creativity. So maybe this was like a job change. For some of you it could be a new career, but a lot of you it's a job change. And um like I feel like in the future, like yeah, like I'm getting a sense that maybe there's like an entrepreneurial part of it that maybe there's some setbacks because there is like you may have to do something unique or different or like on your own. So, it could be starting your own business, but maybe it is like doing something that's not necessarily exactly what you planned in the past, but like you're going to go for it in the future because it just seems like fun and it just seems like a good opportunity. And I really see you as open to experiences and having a lot of fun in like your passions or whatever you're doing with like that skill you learned moving forward. That yeah, that you're really like moving forward like without this weight on you, even though I'm seeing like a lot of optimism like in this like past and the present. I'm definitely seeing like that earthiness, that like feeling weighed down, like by like what you want to do in life or skills or passions, and feeling weighed down by that. But I feel like in the future you're not going to feel weighed down by that. You're going to just like go out, have experiences, have fun. And maybe it's because in the past, like um you've been too serious or maybe too focused, or maybe too like too serious, like maybe studying too much or learning too much or working too much. And now you're like, in the future, I see you as more free and like having this childlike spirit, this playfulness, but also this wisdom that experiences in your life like serve to help you get to the next step. And they help, like just having that like playful energy is something that's going to bring you success in the future. So I do see you as doing something different in the future. And maybe that's why like there is some type of like blocking, or like there is like that's maybe that's why you're not hearing back about things, or maybe that's why things aren't panning out, because in the future like you're meant to have a lot of fun. You're meant to meet people that are a lot of fun, that have a good spirit, have a lot of energy to them, are super creative and fun, and people who really connect you to other people. And I feel like that is going to help you, like with whatever your goals are long term, like as far as your career or like doing whatever you're passionate about. So maybe this is even something that you're doing on the side, not necessarily like main career. But I feel like the people that you meet in the future are going to be super fun, super optimistic. They're going to help you where you need to go. And so these setbacks that you're experiencing right now and the slowness is going to lead to more fun. And I feel like you're going to see things happen really fast. Um, like I feel like I'm getting the sense that things are going to fall into place because you've opened your heart to these experiences, and things are going to come in that are like beyond your wildest dreams, but they're also going to give you a sense of purpose and meaning. And that's what I think you're really hoping for when you were like working towards things in the past. All right, so that's all I have for you guys, my pile twos. And if you like this reading, this is a reminder to like, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I come out with more videos. Also, if there is a type of reading or a question that you want me to answer in this type of video, let me know down in the description below. All right, love you guys. See you soon. All right, pile three, super pumped to read for you guys. So let's see what we got here. So for the past, we have the Chariot reversed. For the present, we have the High Priestess upright. And then for the future, we have the 10 of Swords. Okay. So again, this is past, present, and future. So just a little quick tip, like the way I read, honestly, for me personally, I just read what's jumping out at me at first. And sometimes, honestly, I get a lot from these cards. So sometimes I like flip them over because it's like I don't get too much info at once, but you can do it however it works for you, whatever you're comfortable with. Like you're the reader. People should not be telling you how to read. Like you're the head honcho, okay? So if you like don't know where to start, just start with the first card. Start with the past, start and then go to the present, go to the future. For me, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'll just like start with the card that really jumps out at me first, or I'll read like the overall energy of the card. And for you guys, pile three, just starting out this reading, like right away what jumped out at me is that we have two major arcana cards. So that means major changes in your life. So major changes going on. So like in the past and the present. So major changes that have happened, major changes that are going on now. And I feel like in the future you might feel a little bit burnt out. Like your body, like right now you're just going and going and going, and not having time necessarily to rest and just stop or, nurture yourself in some way. There's like this energy of like having to figure things out. And yeah, so I'm feeling like a lot of chaos because we have these two cards here and they both are connected to the moon. And Chariot's connected to Cancer, High Priestess is connected to the moon. So that always means like a lot of change and like potentially chaos when I'm tying in this 10 of Swords. Yeah, and so like that's normal. Like when there's big changes going on, it makes sense that like you might feel all over the place, and then after it's over, you might just collapse. So let me look into a little bit more about what is going on for you and what is happening. Because I feel like, actually, I'm going into the future already. Like, I feel like you guys are going to have to really pay attention to your health and to your body. And that's what I'm getting, actually, like the moon. So again, when I start channeling, I just go. I'm not necessarily like thinking like super strict with the spread. I'm just going because I'm seeing like, with this moon energy, and then we have like the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is like doesn't know when to stop, and the moon and the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Chariot connected to the moon represent the body. And I feel like there's so much going on with your body, and you're going and going and going, that you really have to pay attention to your health and really take good care of your body right now, pile three. It is really important. It's super important. So what is going on with you guys? Like the Chariot reversed. Um, yeah, I think there's like maybe I mean, there's changes. Like there's like, sometimes this card can mean like inner reflection. Yeah, I just feel like things have been all over the place, and there's just like so much going on. Part of it is in your relationships. I feel like there's a change in your relationships, or maybe for some of you having children or kids, because I'm seeing like this energy of fertility and relationships. And that's like right now, like that's in the present. So perhaps like a relationship is forming, or you're meeting new people, relationship is growing, or you're in a relationship and like I said, you guys are planning to have children and planning the home and kids, or maybe you're pregnant right now. For some of my pile threes, obviously this is not going to connect with everybody. So with a collective reading, I'm reading for a bunch of people. So there's like a variety of circumstances, that could be happening. And yeah, I think there's like this energy of seeing these, like right now, seeing these extremes in life, and there's a new start happening. And maybe a new start. So besides that, children, like there's also the fertility. So maybe this exploration in, I'm seeing like your sexuality and, connecting with people, hooking up with people, kind of I see this energy of like exploring your dark side a little bit, a little bit, as far as your sexuality or connecting with people or like hooking up with people and the experiences, and definitely connecting with women. So I'm seeing that both, like some of my pile threes that might actually be like a relationship, for some of you, but also friendships, like women and friendships. So connecting with your girlfriends, chatting it out, like what's going on with you, and really like wanting to learn more about life. Like that's what I'm seeing, like is like the big change, like wanting to have these experiences, go with the flow, learn about life. Okay, so I'm thinking now like the chariot is like you've been hurt in the past. Like there's some energy of you being hurt in the past, by people who were had an ulterior motive, and we're so focused on that and like broke your heart because they were not focused on you. Yeah, so maybe like in the past experiencing some nastiness in your relationships. And I feel like even this is like part of it is like some family, like experiencing it from family, experiencing that from a lover, partner, or even a boss, and just going like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want, because I hate this person. That's the energy that I'm picking up, because this person was just so focused on, like their own goals, and they didn't pay enough attention to you. It made you reflect, and look in with yourself, and you're like, I have to take control of this situation. That, like whatever was happening was kind of toxic or didn't really like serve your interests. And, it was like this time of like the situation is so clear, and the situation, um like really needs a change. And there is some of this like black and white thinking that I'm picking up that's happening, that you saw as a sign that it's time to go. Or yeah, there's some kind of type of rigidness, or this person is just not like giving to you and like nurturing you. Um, yeah, or not, or being in an environment where it's not nurturing. So it's like a relationship or family or friends or people that are just not, don't have your back and don't nurture. So I think for some of my pile three is there's definitely like a breakup or a separation from someone. Maybe you're not talking to someone anymore, um, because I think they just weren't treating you the right way. And you like, you set your wings, you flew away, and you're like, it's time to be free. And so there is like a recklessness, like there's a reckless type of energy, to this. But I think it's something where you just want to open up to experiences right now. And, you know, you just want to make a new start. And it's kind of like, however I make that new start is fine. Um, yeah. And there's a little bit of like, yeah, mischievousness, childlike thinking, maybe childlike, mischievous, playful. There's this like drive for like conquering the world or conquering people, like a little bit, although I think like it's more of a feminine energy of like wanting to receive things, and just being open to those experiences. But I do think in the future, you have to be careful again, because there is like this like probably in the future you're gonna feel burnt out because you are like, I feel like right now you're like trying all these different things and all of these different experiences, and that's awesome, that's wonderful, but the problem is like, we're gonna end up burning the candle at both ends. And like, so not get like, I'm seeing like not getting enough sleep, not getting enough rest, like having too many things that you're doing, too many responsibilities, or too many social events, like too much partying, or just even too many, like, just even if you are get together with friends and you also have interests, or for some of my pile three is like, like, because some people might be dating or like dealing with relationships. So some people might be having a baby or making a move. I'm definitely seeing for some of you, like making a move in a home. And so a lot of those times, like, we're not paying attention to how we treat ourselves. Like, we're not, like eating, like drinking enough water, making sure we eat or eat healthy. Like, we're not, doing our meditation. Got to do your meditation practice, guys, right? Or like get in the bath, like just like self-nurturing and also taking some quiet time. So I feel like whatever situation happened in the past, it makes you not want to have time to yourself. Like, you don't want to sit in silence necessarily. And that's going to be something that is going to be necessary. Like, you need some downtime. And maybe you don't need a lot, but you need some. And you need to have like some kind of balance. Like, you can't do all of the things. And I'm seeing from my pile three is like, you guys want to do all of the things. Like, you now that you're free, you want to do all of the things in life and be free. And I think like there is going to be like in the future where a time where you're going to have to come down to earth and ground yourself and, again, check in with your body, even though you want to keep go. Like, I feel like pile three, you guys are having a lot of fun. It might have come from pain, but it doesn't matter. It's like, it's a good experience in that you're having fun. Like, it's playful. We got to have that. We got to have our shadow side. We got to have some dark energy sometimes. But I'm definitely seeing in the future, there is going to be some like time where you are connecting with your heart, and you're going to be like kind of coming down from whatever changes are going on in your life. And you're going to need to like connect with that experience, like connect with your heart, connect with your emotions, connect with like those shadows or those difficult things that you haven't wanted to. So you're going to be forced to slow down in the future, to have some reflection time. So really like enjoy those experiences now. Whatever chaos or change is happening, I'm seeing a variety of things for people, right? Big life changes. And, you know, like, enjoy the experience, like do what you got to do for like this experience right now. It's like you don't even have to really reflect on it right now. Just do it. I'm saying like just do it. Like, those experiences to like free yourself and immerse yourself into the world and like receive like all of these things that are budding and, like coming towards you. But what I'm saying is in the future, you're going to have to slow down and you're going to have some time to reflect, and you are going to have to deal with those difficult emotions that you're putting off right now. All right, my pile threes, that's the message that I have for you. So if you like this reading, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, share it out if you found value in this reading. Also, if there's a type of like card spread or type of question you want me to answer, you want to see the spread that I do, please leave me a comment below. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. All right, pile four, super pumped to read for you. So what do we got? Okay. We have the Four of Swords in the past. We have the Two of Wands in the present. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in the future. I'm feeling really good for my pile fours, feeling some good energy. So first, just want to quickly explain like how I would read. Like, now we have the cards. So you can really do what you want. Like, you're the reader, so whatever works for you. Like, you're the boss. Like, don't have other people try to read, like when I do readings, like a lot of times people try to read the cards with me. That's not what you're here for. You came for a reading with me, okay? Obviously, like, you're watching this video, you can like practice your skills, but What I'm saying is when you read for people, you read how you want to because it's not the cards, it's you that's giving the message. Okay. So, but if you're new, like you can start however you want. So you can start with just starting with the past card, going to the present, going to the future, reading like that. Another thing that I do, I might look at the overall energy, like how the cards connect and what I'm getting like as a whole, like from all of the cards. Or sometimes like one of the cards jumps out at me and it might not be the past, it could be the present, or the future. And so that's how I read. So starting the reading for you, I'm just really feeling like this good energy from my pile fours. Like I'm so pumped for you guys because I feel like you guys are feeling good. I feel like my pile fours are feeling good. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy in the past. Like, that's you. Okay. Like, that's you just like chilling, being able to deal with life, being centered. Um, and this is more like that you're able to deal with difficulties, is what I'm seeing. Like, you've gotten to a point where like you can be super chill, you can deal with difficulties, like you can have like you have compassion for other people, but you've got boundaries. Like you've got a boundary where you're like, hey, you know, like I'm sorry you have problems. I feel for you, but I'm not gonna let your like toxicity drag me down. I'm in a good place. So really having those boundaries, which allows like people who have your back and are supportive and loving to you in your life. And I feel like this is a big thing for you guys. I feel like this is something that you've accomplished, but it's something that you feel like pretty grounded in, like pretty good. So you've gotten to a place in your life, again, where you can deal with difficulties, know when to step away, know when to help people. Like you're really in this good space. And I really feel like connecting with friends. Um, like in the past, like you've been able to connect with friends who have your back, who support you, who you connect with. Yeah, and feeling really supported and grounded, a sense of joy, um, and really having people around you who are wise, who like, yeah, people around you who have their stuff together, who know what to do, who are there for you. And I feel like, yeah, I do feel like this is a big accomplishment. Um, yeah, and you're feeling pretty good about that. And for the present, like kind of even seeing like this continue of like, what else can I conquer? I think, yeah, okay. So I think like whatever happened to get you to that place, like where you're feeling good, like right now, like you're in this space of like, what else can I do? What else can I conquer? Like, how can I move forward? And like, what else is possible? I feel like what's happened in your past has opened you up to like these unlimited possibilities. And that you're feeling like, yeah, you're feeling like yeah, the sense of like optimism, like and just like I think it's this energy of dreaming. Like it's like dreaming about what's possible, and I feel like you're putting yourself out there and you're thinking about, you're right now I feel like you're thinking about ways to like put yourself out there and what you're going to be doing next. Like now you feel like you're on solid ground. I think you feel like more secure in where you're at in life right now. And so that's giving you this sense of freedom. And yeah, and I just like am getting this like huge sense of like balance from my pile fours, that you really feel balanced now. But it's this thing where um it's like it's this balance between like you feel passionate, like your heart is open, but you also feel super chill. Like I'm getting like these two different energies, right? And this balance of that, like that, yeah, you feel like super chill, super cool, like where you're at, but then you're like, okay, like this gives me like the feistiness, like the fire to be able to like go for things. And yeah, I'm definitely getting this sense of just like you're feeling like anything's possible in life right now, and like you're open to those possibilities, and you're in a place like I think, you can trust that. Because the thing is, like, when we have to work to get to this place of stability and security and feeling good in our lives, that is real security. Because as you know, as my Pal 4s know, you know, like, life is always going to bring difficulties. It's always going to bring problems. It's always going to bring things that even, cause us to suffer. But if you're in a place where you're like, I can handle it and I'm brave and I can conquer whatever difficulties come towards me, it doesn't even matter. Like, it really doesn't matter what comes up because I can handle it. So right now I feel like you guys, my Pal 4s are in a place where it's like I can handle my stuff right now. Yeah, like I think you're just feeling good. Possibilities. So what's going on in the future? You're feeling good now. You're feeling open to possibilities. So what's the possibilities for the future? So I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is here. So you have a person coming towards you in the future that's gonna help you network or give you money. I feel like this person, this Knight of Pentacles, is going to come in your future and help you financially, like be someone who connects to you financially. So I'm hoping for my Pile 4s, I do see a possibility of, for some, not all Pile 4s, but for some, it's like, a lover or a spouse or someone coming into your life that's going to wine and dine you and buy you nice things and treat you the way you deserve, treat you like $1 million, which is how you see your value now. I think you see yourself as worth it and see yourself as like worth $1 million. And, like that, it's okay for people to treat you. It's okay for people to come in and, wine and dine you and give you the finer things in life. And I definitely see that for my Pile 4s. But I think that comes from the security of knowing your worth. And now you're going to have people in your life that come towards you that know your worth. And they're showing it with like money and things they buy you or resources they provide. And for some of you, this could also be like if it's not a love connection, it can also be like financially, like people in business or friends or people that may hire you in the future. So I'm definitely seeing for some of you, this may be somebody that comes in and hires you and starts paying you what you're worth at a job or connects you to a job. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this as work. Like this is a work connection for a lot of you. And it might be like if you interviewed somewhere, maybe you're going to get a job or someone, or if you're already working at a place, like they see your value at the workplace and they're there to like show that to you, like with the actual things, with money or promotion or, getting a better position at the job, things like that. And, if you're looking for a job, having somebody like come and help you with that, or if like you're an entrepreneur, like having someone come along and like collaborate with you or give you an offer or give you a contract, things like that. And all of those things are good, and it's like there's so many possibilities. And I feel like for my Pile 4, like it could be a few of those things coming in. So like a relationship, definitely a relationship. It's like romantic relationships, like even more like friendships, like colleagues. I just feel like you guys are so solid in your worth and just feeling so good that people pick up on that. They pick up on where you're at, and they're going to bring to you like what you feel. Like I said, you feel like $1 million. Well, people are going to show you that. They're going to be like, this is a person who knows their worth. And I think it's from like other people feel secure with you, like other people know that you're in a good place. And I think that allows other people to really open up and really show you their appreciation and show how much they value you, because we don't all have our stuff together, right? Like for example, like for me, like right now, I do feel like in a grounded place in my life. Like even though like I'm separated from my husband right now, I actually feel like better than I've ever felt in my life because I know my worth and my value, and that's why I got separated. So like and the thing is like there's a difference between how people treat you, right? If and like this is in the past, this is probably way in the past for my Pile 4s, right? I'm going off on a tangent, but Like, you know, like there was a time where you didn't see your worth and your value. And so you don't get valuable, like, you don't get that valuable, like, you don't get people recognizing your value because it comes from you. It comes from you. So when you're at that place where you feel like your worth, good things come from you, but that's because you're making it happen. I definitely see for my Pile Fours, like you guys are making decisions and making it happen. And it's not necessarily like what you're thinking through. You're just doing things that inspire you, that are you feel are fun. And you're also approaching things with this sense of like morality and like wisdom, like meaning that you do the right thing. You know, also like you're inspired, but you're inspired to do things that are both fun and also that you treat people the right way and you treat yourself the right way. So of course you're going to have people come in that see that and that are so excited, you know, because like I think with the tangent I was going off on is just that like if we see people don't have it together, right? And like I'm saying that I haven't had it together, so I'm not that's what I mean. I'm not judging. But when we see that, right, we feel a sense of unease. We're like, what's gonna happen? We don't know what's gonna go on with this person. And we might have to do a lot of like triage, you know, like that person's in crisis, and then we might have to like help them. And it puts us like on this like, oh my God, like this energy of like anxiety, like around people. But then like with you, right? And like you have your stuff together. So then that makes people feel like, oh, thank God. Like people can just breathe around you. Like they can just relax. They can just feel okay. Like they feel like things are going to be okay. And that's why they show their appreciation because we all have people in our life that drain us, that take from us, that or that are a lot of work because they haven't done the work to get their stuff together. So like when you meet somebody that has their stuff together, you're like, oh, thank God you have it together too, you know, or like I can feel comfortable. So, so awesome. Like I'm so proud of you guys for the work that you've done to get to this place in your life where you are. And yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you guys. A lot of like fertile energy, where like the world is just open to possibilities. So if you guys like this reading, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure to share it out if you found value in this video. You think other people might be helped out by it. Also, if there's a type of spread or question you want me to answer, where you want to see what type of spread I do, please leave a comment in the description box below. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.